All right, welcome back, folks. I'm doing a voiceover today. I wanted to really focus on painting, so that's what I did. These 5 minutes are going by super fast, and I'm mindful that I'm running out of time. So I really wanted to dig in here today and add some more depth and contrast to the background and work on this figure a little bit, refine some of the shapes, add some highlights, which is what I'm doing right now, and a little bit more shadow in the wings to get some additional contrast. So this is a mixture of the cobalt turquoise, a tiny splash of the cobalt teal, some titanium white, and I think I put in a tiny bit of yellow and a tiny bit of that nickel azo gold, just to warm it up a little bit, because these are highlights that are meant to be from sunshine, for example, if it's coming from that direction. So that's what I'm doing there. And the next thing I'm going to do is add some more depth into those purple shapes, those wing shapes. And so I've mixed up some of that cobalt turquoise and some magenta and a little bit of nickel azo gold. This shape over here on the left of the figure isn't quite as cohesive color-wise with the other shapes, so I wanted to add a little bit more of that purpley color in there to kind of bring it together, at least in the shadowy part, because that's where the shadow would be anyway. So the other color is fine. It's sort of how the light might hit it if it were further back, and the wing on the right is further in the front. So I'm adding some of that in there and blending it out with my finger. That's what's great about this stage of the painting. It's kind of just these subtle shifts. Like if you look at the end point today from last time, they're not going to look significantly different. You might notice a little bit of depth change, but that's kind of where we are with the painting right now and refining things. So I'm using my finger again to blend that out so I don't have any harsh edges. I'm also darkening up that top edge as well and adding a little bit more into that. I think I might add some gold in there towards the end, but I do want that to be at the very end, I think. And so there's a little bit of that that's going on in there. Again, with my favorite Crayola brush. It's great. I have a stick that I got out of the yard many years ago that I love to make marks with as well. So anything can be a mark making tool as long as you enjoy using it and it creates the marks that you want. So just adding a little bit more shadow, a little bit more depth into that. Again, with all this texture, it's just getting caught in all those nooks and crannies, which I just love. And I can pull it back with some water, which is what I'm doing here. Not sure I like that bright spot right where it is in the middle there. I might change that next time. So just adding in some depth, rounding this shape, making it a little bit more 3D, if you will. Also making it a little bit more cohesive, using that purple color more in the middle of the shape. It's not quite so blue against everything else. So if you hear a cat purring, I have a cat sitting next to me right now. It's super cold outside. It's like 7 degrees or something crazy. So Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So I'm adding it a little bit of that gold with the small brush, just kind of beefing that up a little bit. Playing up that shape. I love the idea that that heart shape just sort of appeared organically in the chest of this figure. And then what I'm doing here, I'm adding in some lightness. I want to create some depth in the piece itself. And so adding in a little bit of lightness on that side helps create contrast with the wing, but also helps push that background a little bit more and pull that figure out. I think I need to add another layer on top of this. It's a little too yellow still. And I want to make it a little bit more muted and push it back even more like really make the figure seem like it's sitting closer to you. And with atmospheric perspective, things that are farther away, yellow is the color that tends to drop out first. So this particular color, I've got some Nickel Hazel Gold, some of the Hansa Yellow, some Titanium White, and some Titan Buff. And I was hoping to mute it down, but I don't think I quite got it where I wanted. So I can come back and do a little bit of glazing over that later. And then I sprayed a little bit of water so I can keep those edges nice and soft and let them run into some of those other shapes. Still not sure if I like that lightness over there on that side where it's really dark. Again, this is a dance between light and dark, contrast and color. Giving a little tap, 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 getting that to run, which I love to do. So just seeing if I like it, if I need more. I think the timer has gone off now, and so I'm just letting it tap for a few moments before I have to step away. Another spritz of water, and that's it. That is it for day 16. I'll give you an update here at the end on where the palette page is landing. But yeah, that's where we are. So here I wanted to give you an update on the palette clean off page. So this is the orientation I was painting in. It was kind of a floral last time you saw it, and I had a big brush that I wanted to play with, and that's sort of what it looked like. And then I turned it over on its side, and it's a landscape. So yeah, I'm going to play up this landscape in this palette clean off page. And I really love those mountains in the background and the sky. The foreground I'll figure out as I go. But yeah, I love doing this stuff. It's organic. You never know where it's going to land. And it's super fun. So part of what I've been enjoying about this process is I have 5 minutes with my main painting, and then I get to go and create other stuff. So I'm creating a bunch of these paintings on the side, which is really fun. So thought I'd give you an update on that because, yeah, I got a kick out of where that landed today. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Bye.